So let's see. I want to test some of my robots for you to see. I don't know, maybe I'll just do both of them in one video so that there will be no multiple videos. Or I might just split it. So looking at this one, whenever you talk about robot or whatever that gives you signal, you come here like this one that T alarm. You double click on it, allow automated trading. Okay, then you also allow this one, auto trading. You can see it's allowed. If you click it once, you can see it's now disabled. So you click it again, it becomes blue like this. That means light blue. That means it's now functional. That means everything is functional. And here is the name of the auto trader. If you're using a robot, that's where you see the name of the robot too. After you double click on it and then you click allow, okay, that's where you see it. So the one I will be sending you is just a simple one that you can double click from your desktop and it will bring you here. It will bring you to this expert advisors. When you come to expert advisor, you just have to click the name of the robot by this. Just double click the name of the robot and you are good to go. So I want to test this one for volatility 100 1 second. It's a robot I designed. I completed it yesterday anyway. I've been trying to make a bigger, better one, just to make sure we stay away from losses. I'll be testing that one and another one, but for now let's go with that one. You right click if you want to test it. Back testing, that's what I want to do, to test it from historical data, past data. Click on test. It will bring you bring up your settings panel where you set up the time frame. How many minutes chart would you like to use this robot on? How much would you like to start with? You know, you set all these things up so that the robot will test it using past data. I'll be testing it for the past 1 month. Today is 22nd May 2020. So I would be testing it from around 20th April till date, till let's say yesterday. I'll be testing it from 20th April. Yeah, that will be okay. It will not take much time, I guess. Okay, here we are. Here's the name of the robot. All these robots that I have here, their names are here. You just click here, although you don't need this one and you don't need that information. So the symbol you want to test is that's this one, volatility 100 1 second, and I want to test it using a 1 hour time frame. Let's go with April 20th or so, and then till 22nd. Yes. Yesterday is 21st. Yesterday. Let's say yesterday. So, and I want to use this robot on a $100 account. Okay, so let's see what will happen. You start. Click on start. I need the visual mode. The visual mode will display something like this chart. It's a simulation, not current trading. It just shows you what would have happened. Okay, I got alert on step index. Sorry about that. I don't need the alert at the moment. But that's what happens. It will display something like this. You can see it will give you a sound and it will display something like this. Buy step index now. You know, I don't need it. So we'll go back to the testing. It has started running anyway. So let's wait and see. That's how it's back testing. That's why it's moving so fast. So look at that. It can also open many positions. It's a robot. It does. Look at that. It started. This is 30th April, and it has made some money already. Some days, look at that. It doesn't trade. This is hourly chart, not just. You can see the whole of 2nd and 3rd May. It didn't trade. So these are the things you need to understand. That's why when some of you chat me up, you need a robot, you do this, you do that, I'll just smile a little and keep quiet, because I know you may not have the full understanding of how this thing works. If you watch the video and you feel like you are good to go, then fine, we'll go ahead with it. It means definitely for me, I rented a VPS server. So if you can rent a VPS server, no problems. You can go with it, no problems. But you also need to know that it also opens a multitude of positions sometimes. There's no much miracle in it. Okay, it has finished, and luckily it doubled the account, and that's 1 month testing. That's 1 month testing. You see that? So this is, I'm not saying that this is the robot I will send to you or whatever. It depends. My robot depends on the amount of money you paid. I'll just customize it, make it give you what you ask for. That's how I do it. So let's make a new video. Let's do another testing. Close this one. Look at the report. Look at the report. It also gives a report under back testing. It says balance drawdown. That's how much did they lose from your balance, from that $100. How much did you lose? This one says 0. You didn't lose money from your balance. That's what I designed my robots to do. I'm not saying that this record is completely 100% whatever correct. It's just human beings that designed all this. Sometimes there could be errors. And this one says the equity. There was a time you had up to negative $17. In your real-time trading, you might even have up to negative $50, depending on the market conditions. So you don't have to panic whenever you see negative something on the equity or on the floating profit deficit when it has not been deducted from your balance. You need to have such trading psychology properly before you can talk about a robot. So let's see. We go for, there's another one I wanted to test. Yeah, I think this one, S1, I think that's the name. So we go with S1. Let's see. And the asset, that one is not for this volatility 100. You should also know that every robot has where they play their role. So this one will go for step index. Step index. Every robot has where they function very well, and you cannot even use it. Not just where they function very well. You cannot use this S1 on volatility 100. So we'll be testing it from the same date, and we'll also we use $100 and we need that visual mode. So we start. There you go. So it has made a profit, but you can see some days it will just be quiet. This is a 1 hour chart. You know that this is more than 24 hours. All this gap here. You see this one now, it's not trading. You can see the gap, almost 3 days gap here. It's not trading. So the question is, if you want to trade manually, can you leave your system on for more than 24 hours without making any profit? Will you be able to take it? Look at this one. It's still using $100 actually. It's risky. It's a very risky trade. You can't be using $100 on step index. It's very risky. But the robot is taking the risk and is making some profit. It's making some profit. So we're already, that's okay, it has come to May. That's May. You can see the date below it, May 20th. So that's where it ended. That's where it ended. So this one made 280, not just the double, more than the double. You can see they almost tripled the account. So that's how this thing works. Using I made it an hour chart because it's a robot. It has to limit you. That's one way to limit risks. Risks of fake signals, fake entries. You may enter and the next one, if you're using 1 minute, 1 minute chart for instance, it says buy, you buy. In the next 10 minutes or so, it will say sell, which is confusing. So that's why I don't use smaller this thing with my robots and all that. So some days you may not even see any trade, and some days it might open a trade, it may not take profit until maybe some hours. So that's how this thing works. I just wanted to test it out for you.